It's Ketchup Packets.
Hey everybody, I'm Nate.
I'm Lewis.
I'm Sean.
And this is Ketchup Packets. Today we're watching Season 1, Episode 3 of Severance called In Perpetuity.
Yeah.
What happened last time on Severance? It's been a few weeks since we watched this show.
It has.
Things have gotten in the way, but we're back.
Yeah. So let me think.
He went and saw his friend Petey, who used to work there.
Well, Petey came and found
But
him.
but you went and saw him at the greenhouse, right?
Right, the
He was
freaky abandoned
living.
Yeah,
greenhouse.
and now Petey's staying in his basement.
That's right. Petey also passed out. He had a little freak out and passed out, right? Was bleeding out of his face.
Yeah, he had a little bit of a face bleed, you know, that
Face
can happen.
bleeding.
Yeah.
Did he pass out? I don't remember.
I think he
Yeah.
just kind of collapsed in the shower like he was down on the ground.
Sure,
So,
yeah.
His brain was getting all disoriented. There was a re-severing taking place or something like that, you know. He was
Right.
thinking he was at Lumon all of a sudden.
We got a little taste of what happens when you're seen to be insubordinate in some way.
The break room.
Yeah,
Right.
the break room, right. Just
Yeah.
a little teeny taste of what happens in there. But we
Yeah.
also got the chilling out center. What's it called? Where they go,
Wellness center.
The wellness center. Where
wellness
they go
section.
and they tell you not to react to anything.
Well,
Yes,
you
here
can
the
react,
fact-
just react to everything equally.
Equally.
Right.
That's
Yeah. All the
10
facts about
points.
your Audi.
10 points out. Off.
Right.
You have 90 points remaining. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's not stressful at all.
yeah. We also saw the onboarding process, right?
That's right. Yeah, from the outside perspective.
Yeah.
It made a lot more sense that she kept coming back in after
Yeah.
we saw that piece.
Yes. And also, and then there's implications there that at least, what's his name?
Mr. Milchek?
Milchek. Yes, I was going to, it's like Marchek, Milchek. Yeah,
Yeah.
Milchek. Mr. Milchek is aware of what's going on inside and out. Mm-hmm. Though maybe not the boss lady. What's
Yeah,
her?
yeah.
Miss Cobell.
Miss Cobell, who's
And
also...
then she's Mrs. Selvig in the neighborhood.
Selvig, yes.
So, two completely different names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And backstories. I think
Yeah.
we...
But that's...
touched on.
Yeah, I mean...
And you know that Mr. Milchek definitely interacts with both versions of everybody, so.
Yeah.
But you guys are still up in the air about whether or not she's severed.
Yes.
Right, yeah. And then Helly was finally scared by the numbers. So she's doing
Yeah.
her job correctly
Right.
now. Yes.
Right.
She was able to isolate
The bad
the
data.
bad data. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell any of that means. I'm curious. I'm pretty curious about that stuff. I want to know what the hell is going on with that.
Yeah, I mean, if the company is willing to put resources into having them do this, there's got to be something that's happening, you know? Like,
Yeah.
They're not just wasting time in there.
Yeah.
So, what is it?
I still hold like that they're using the fact that like they're using human brain power in some fashion.
Interesting. I think they are test subjects for the continuation of the study of the act of severance. And for some reason, the numbers are related both inside and out, and they're seeing how they react to the different. I don't know. I haven't quite put it all together yet, and I'm not supposed to have, so I'm in defense of myself on that one.
Yeah.
Should we get some more info on what's going on and
Yeah.
watch the
Yeah.
episode?
Definitely. We have a Patreon. Check it out in the link below if you are interested. If not, thanks a lot for being here. Appreciate all of you, and let's watch some Severance.
Whoop.
All right.
Petey?
Yeah, I'm good. I just slipped. Should have vested a bath mitt, maybe.
Yeah, okay. Oh, the robe, the gift from my brother-in-law. I've never worn it or anything. Sorry, it's weird.
He really doesn't like his brother-in-law.
Pillows.
Would you?
Anything else?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, I want you to stop shitting.
Pain in the ass.
Awesome robe.
Well, you can keep it.
You sure nobody can see in any of these transoms?
Yeah. So, and everything's locked upstairs.
Fortress of Solitude.
I still think an occasional mixer wouldn't hurt anything. I checked, and it's not expressly prohibited in the manual.
Yeah, I bet. Dude, I pressed Cobell for an off-floor mixer last quarter. She said you'll get one when you earn it, whatever that means.
Cobell?
I can't imagine Dylan's 4% on Sunset Park's gonna help with.
Petey? You okay?
Be very disorienting.
Well,
Yeah.
it's even worse for him probably because Mark is here. Somebody from that space is present here, you know?
Yeah.
What's Sunset Park?
I don't know.
So he doesn't remember everything. He's getting his memories back, it seems like. He gets like little bits and pieces of stuff.
Yeah, I think he can remember most things. I think they still just don't have any context for what they were doing. Like, the memories still are missing information.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah,
he
that's
never
true.
had any idea what Sunset Park was.
Yeah.
there.
Right.
Yeah. Oh,
What are those?
biscuits?
They look burnt or poorly prepared.
Oh,
She brought him a baked good of some kind, right?
those all the failed ones?
Yeah. That's not an ominous sign at all. We must be cut to heal.
It's like having two different lives suddenly stitched together. But the relativity's fucked. So, my first day at Lumon's as far back as my 5th birthday, and with 2 pasts, it blurs the present too. But they said it would get better.
Who's they?
They is a group of people that know Severance is a blight on mankind, and they're gonna do something about it.
The whole.
Don't you want to know what you're doing down there?
Okay, look. Yeah, I'm not.
He's like, I agreed not to know that.
It's help me.
Okay. What if the cost of that help is that you're murdering people 8 hours a day and you don't even know it?
Am I?
Well, no, but
The fact that you don't know the answer is a problem.
Yeah.
One they don't tell us about. One where you don't get to leave.
Well, don't none of us get to leave?
No, I mean, you really don't get to leave as in they're down there right now. I'm not going to talk about it in here. I don't know if monitors are bugged or if Irving's going to walk in.
he sounds so paranoid, but his fears are founded. You know?
Right, well, he thinks he's a Lumen. He tells it monitors and Irving, you know?
Yeah.
Where the fuck is June?
Oh.
Who's June? June is my daughter. Greatest kid on earth and a hell of a guitar player.
I mean, this is like a planned neighborhood, right, by the company where it's only people who work for the company that live here, right?
Oh, she's
I would
eating
assume
it?
every house is bugged all the time.
Could be. But Mark also said that there's not anyone else in this neighborhood besides him and Miss Selvig.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think it's exactly the condescending verbiage that I'd expect from a group trying to save people from their own choices.
Choices. Did her Inzi have a choice?
Easy. And where are you getting these terms?
Fine, call it someone who's had their brain split in half. If
That has
makes you
nothing
feel-
to do with what we do at Lumen, nor any severance procedure.
I understand you don't want to answer my
This isn't even a real interview, but it's still making me mad.
Yeah.
She's good at her job.
Yep.
I'm not gonna reintegrate. You know.
Okay.
I lost my wife a couple years ago in a car accident. This is
Here we go.
helping me.
I'm sorry, Mark.
No.
At work, you carry the hurt with you. You feel it down there, too. You just don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would probably be hard for this Mark to hear. But
Yeah,
the
right.
whole reason I'm doing this is so there's
Yeah.
a chunk of time where I don't feel this.
Yeah.
Things like grief, they have like physiological effects.
Mm-hmm.
That,
Yeah.
Like echo into the, even when you're not feeling it in that moment.
Even if you can't understand
Yeah.
it, it's still happening
Yeah.
to you. You know?
Oh, Mark, I'm sorry for the racket. I'm just de-icing my stew.
Oh, no worries. Thanks again for the cookies.
I'll bring by more.
Who says stoop like that?
Stoop.
Stoop.
She's a very strange lady. Isn't
Yeah.
She is. She almost has like a British accent, but not quite.
Yeah.
De-icing my stew.
So we've
Mom.
seen Milchek and Grainer inside and outside interacting with the workers. And we saw the two of them talking with her about how Mark had called in sick.
Yeah.
I feel like it's enough for you guys to be able to know.
Yeah,
she's not Severance.
She's not,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to give something away. I feel like we sort of are supposed to have got there by now, so I wanted to make that
No, I wasn't thinking she was, but also, like, why then the play? Like,
yeah, exactly. No, it's very weird that she lives next to him under another identity. Yeah.
Against the door or to the side?
I think either's really good.
Do you think he'll be surprised?
I do.
This guy.
Babe, I'm going to put it off to the side.
Awesome.
Great. I think even she finds him annoying. I'm wondering where the chemistry is coming from here.
Huh?
Perfect.
Good.
I mean, it's perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, he's quirky. I'm sure he's got good qualities.
Yeah, it's probably...
I hope he comes home early.
He's not going to.
Probably tell you if you're wrong about something.
Why aren't you in the office? Like, what's this?
Yeah.
You gonna work from home? And you're clandestine brain harvesting? So why is Mark special?
What do you mean?
Why does she live in next door to Mark as opposed to
everybody else? Yeah.
Hey, Kate, two things. How do you know what cubist form is? And what the fuck are you wearing?
Oh, fuck.
Jeez, that would suck.
Because she did see something through the transom, but I don't remember whether she saw a second person. Maybe it was just Mark being in the basement.
I feel like it was just Mark, but...
Yeah.
Very strange person.
See, because she's weird in a way that you would... a different way than you would expect.
Yeah.
From the boss. Like, this... Yeah.
That's got to be very confusing for Petey.
Yeah.
I'd be like, is she actually in there? Get a grip, dude.
Oh, buddy. Oh, no.
Hey, Helly?
Go away.
Are you okay?
No.
I'm using the bathroom.
Okay. It's just...
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I can't leave. I can find ways to not do the job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, here I come. I'm sorry.
I'm not decent.
I'm sorry. Writing the note directly on your skin. Well, unfortunately, the detectors can pick up lettering anywhere.
Does this look like lettering to you?
Well, if you put your arms together. Huh, not bad. I thought you were starting to, like, be okay here.
What, because I did the numbers thing?
Well, you gotta win. Okay, I'll give you 5 minutes to scrub your arms.
Or what?
You want Grainer to use the bad soap.
The what?
There's bad soap.
The bad soap?
Mark.
Earth?
I was listening at the door. I heard it all.
Okay.
I am troubled by you having high-stress exchanges like that so fresh off your food poisoning.
It's fine.
Oh my god.
She should see the Perpetuity wing.
She can read about all that stuff in the handbook.
You know it's different to be there. To see it.
It just seems premature. I mean, that place is a lot.
Correct. That place is everything.
I wonder what that guy's like outside.
There's a package left at his door from someone. Open it, would you?
Just take his stuff.
Oh, God.
Is this the brother-in-law?
Reckon it's 5th book.
What is it? The you are?
Learning to be emotional.
My Audi does muscle shows for sure.
If your Audi did muscle shows, you wouldn't have to work here.
I'm sorry, do you know how much muscle shows pay? No, none of us can know that.
Perhaps there are different monetary prizes for gold.
Best delt, $30. Best ab, $20. Biceps are a little flashier, $75.
I would think lats carry a high value. They're considered very attractive in muscle building circles and in society.
That's a big pen cap.
Yeah. For one of those big pens.
I mean, it's for a Sharpie, but it's like the idea of, you know, like that's it's a large object for the purpose she's trying to use it for.
Oh. Oh, and it's got still got the scrapey bit from the pocket hook.
Hey, just in case you find this relevant for some reason, the code detectors can read messages hidden inside the body as well. Also, when that happens, it's Milchik's job to extract the message. It's easier for you both if he knows which end to start from.
Dude.
Quite fine.
Vegan bingo.
Oh, I'll say the full thing
right?
when we arrive, but it begins with the chorus.
Hey, what the hell is Vegan bingo?
It's how you don't die of boredom in the perpetuity way. And come on, it'll be an excellent opportunity for everyone except Herb to bond.
You ever still talking, I think?
Optics and design.
Back with that refinement. Bert? Hi.
This is Helly, our new refiner.
Welcome, Helly. Well, we should get back. Can't leave the nest empty.
Good to see you, O&D.
Yeah, are they just like not used to seeing other people at all?
Yeah,
They seem very wary of one another, wouldn't you say?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Natalie,
Harmony, hello.
I wasn't expecting. Is this about Helena?
No, this is about Peter Kilmer. And I should tell you that the board is joining us.
You recognize her from the news argument?
Yeah.
Defending Severance on TV?
Didn't even catch it. Oh, God. No pleasantries at all.
Nope. Soul. Jesus.
So the search for Kilmer continues. Not to be alarmist, but prior to his departure, there were some troubling signs of possible reintegration.
Why do they even put the speaker on the table if they're just not going to talk to her?
We are quickly rekindling our yield down here with our nimble new refiner. And for what it's worth,
The board has concluded the call.
Thank you. And may I ask?
Goodbye, Harmony.
Isn't there a thing about, like, if you want somebody to convey more and more information, you just look at them silently?
Yeah, just leave it hanging. Yeah.
O&D is nice.
No, they're not. Nor do they share our values. Kier sorted the departments by virtue. Macrodats are clever and true, while O&D is more cruelty-centered.
It's fucking Hogwarts?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 99% sure there was no coup.
If they come back and attack us, I think we should kill Mark.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So they think we're crazy with nothing to lose.
Smart. That's smart.
Like, and we're all blood-soaked, and I'm wearing your face, and they're like, whose face is that? And I'm like, the last person who fucked with us. And that's just feeling like a really powerful image to me.
That's James Egan, current CEO. Remarkable man.
Handsome, too.
Perpetuity wing. It's just about, like, creating his image in perpetuity kind of thing. Like, being able to push his message forward and forward and forward.
History lives in us, whether we learn it or not. There's also something about a remembered man does not die.
Mm-hmm.
It is this great and consecrated power that I hope to pass on to all of you, my children.
You sound like a narcissistic, sadistic quack, dude.
It's an unnatural state for a person to have no history. History makes us someone. I learned that I work for a company It has been actively caring for mankind since 1866. Look, each of these...
Don't like that.
Yeah.
Don't like that at all.
So what are we, like a dental company?
Yeah, right.
My point is you're part of a history now.
A noble one.
And that's so much more.
They update the mouth wall?
It's not called the mouth wall.
The chick I like. You guys ready to go?
We just got here.
He loves
She
this
hasn't
shit.
even seen the Kia part yet.
Some people on
Yeah, it's
purpose.
very weird.
It's also kind of a realistic approach.
Jesus.
Once
Yeah.
you've accepted.
No.
Yeah.
Kia.
It's the only thing you've ever known. Might as well get into it, you know?
Perfect replica. The bedroom of Kia. Just as he might have left it.
Might have.
Might have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that in your pocket, Mark? Oh, God, Mark. Still. She's starved for meaning here. So, of course, you'd pervert our founder's message with jokes and impiety. That's definitely what she needs from her department chief.
Hey, I didn't want to be department chief. I didn't ask for Petey to disappear and for... Helly.
You gotta make sure you keep an eye on the person who doesn't want to be here.
Yeah.
Love the music.
What are you thinking, Lewis?
Okay, so the effort they're going through to keep them.
Yeah. Why don't they just let her quit? Let her leave.
Yeah.
What do they have to
so
lose?
it's got to be something special about the people they're hiring.
Well, I assume that the investment of the Severance thing in the first place is kind of large, but it also seems like other companies are doing it. It doesn't really seem like that big of a deal, so what is... Yeah. Why so much effort to keep someone there who really doesn't want to be there? There we go. There we go. He's reading a stupid book?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
She get her head out?
I don't think she did, no.
Damn.
It's an interesting attempt from her, though, to try to just, like, splice a single moment into your Audi's chain of consciousness of just, like, a note that says never come back here, you know?
I feel like that moment standing outside the break room would be like, do I go in there or do I go for his ice? Let's go for the ice. Make everyone's life in here a living hell until they let me leave.
I would certainly wonder what they would do if I refused to go in there, you know?
Yeah.
And be like, I'm just gonna lay on the
Just
floor,
make me.
you know?
Yeah.
Passive resistance.
Yep. Yeah.
Look, you seem like a smart person. I mean, don't you see how fucked up this is? You can't keep...
Now, Ellie.
Yeah, right. Sid. You think he hasn't heard it before? I get why she tried, but I'd just be like, oh yeah, that's right. You're evil. I forgot.
Yeah.
Forgive me for the harm I have caused this world. None may atone for my actions but me, and only in me shall their stain live on. All I can be is sorry, and that is all I am.
I'm afraid you don't mean it.
Oh. You know how long this would take?
Fun day. See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be like, I'll see you in a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right, but they're used to their routine. You know? It's, see you tomorrow is what you say at this time of the day.
He's gonna find the map in the back of the photograph.
Interesting. Good thinking. Ooh, I don't like that little figure in the corner.
How many tokens? I candy or no tokens?
Oh no. Money, you need money.
Oh my god.
You didn't notice this guy until just now? Until he said something to you? He's covered in blood. He's getting blood everywhere.
P?
Oh no. So what do they do if two of the employees do actually go out and become friends and neither of them are like reunited? Their brain is not reunited. Like, is it really a problem? I guess he's...
I'm not sure if that's a problem all by itself, but it seems like, at least with Mark, we know they are keeping tabs on what the severed people are doing outside the office, too. So they maybe take steps to make sure that doesn't happen. But I guess they don't have total surveillance because he's interacting with Petey and they don't know.
Got that? Stand back. Yeah, dispatch.
Yes.
Seeing Mark was just too much?
Yeah, I don't know. He seemed happy to see him for a second. With a little half smile going on. Hey, wait, where's my candle at?
Oh shit. P left his cell phone.
Gotta have a little dangling thread.
Of course.
What's that say?
Oh. So it said Richard?
Richard. I saw Rachel, but I was like, what was his daughter's name?
Ricardo?
His daughter's name was June.
Okay, well, it wasn't June.
I'm pretty sure I know what the phone said, but I'm not sure if I should say.
Yeah, just wait.
I'm
I'm
sure
sure
it's something you guys have seen yet, so.
It was a little obscured. I don't know if we're supposed to necessarily catch it.
So, episode 3 of Severance. In Perpetuity. Which now you know means in the Perpetuity wing.
Right. Yes. And it also... I'm wondering how Perpetuity has anything to do with... I was kind of trying to fit it together during the episode. Like, is this about the perpetuity of the company? Or is it kind of designed to create a perpetuity of thought in the people who go to look at it? It seems like it's a lot of these different wings or rooms seem to have double meanings to them. Like the break room.
There's a duality to this entire show, you know, like two components, two sides to each thing, you know, and each person.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's an interesting thought with Perpetuity Wing. And obviously the whole thing was devoted to the Egan family, you know, all the different CEOs who are all Egans, you know. It's a family business.
And I like that they made a big deal about the fact that the woman was like, oh yeah, she was the first woman. It's like, well, she's still just a member of the same family. She's still, still just nepotism all the way down. You can't...
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes. Crazy.
Yeah. And that was strange because they were talking about Keir setting up the different departments, or Irving was, but Keir was back in the 1800s. So like, what's this thing that they've been doing?
Well, I think the term Keir is sort of a stand-in for like God for these people almost.
Well, fair enough. Yeah.
When Mark got promoted in the first episode, the way Cobell said it to him was, "We hereby give you the opportunity to serve Keir in the role of macrodata refinement chief."
Yeah.
So like everything is in service of this one historical guy.
Yeah.
Weird.
You compared him to John Kellogg last time.
Entirely
inappropriate.
I'm still strong there. Yeah. This very like culty.
The Wall of Smiles. That feels like a John Kellogg thing.
Yes.
For sure.
No. Too many smiles. That's too much happiness. Go eat some oat bran.
I guess I didn't really make the connection or like think about it all the way through earlier when I was like, okay, so you have this company culture that you're designing to be completely isolated from everything else. And then if you add, I was like, that's all like the motivations might be purely like monetary, so long as you're not attaching like personalities and identities to it, you know, like if you were to work for Lumon but never know who the CEO was, like that would kind of make sense from like a making money kind of like severing your personality from your work life kind of like thing. Yeah. But the fact that they added now, they have this whole wing of wax figurines and an old house like recreation and stuff.
A whole department can take time off of their doing their tasks to all go and just visit it, and you know, like worship. With no notice they can go do that. They're
like the only great authority that you know of. And what's the older guy's name? I forgot. The
Irving.
Irving's like obviously has this extreme reverence for these people and like kind of looks at them as being like the kings of his world, and that's like and queen. I guess, you know.
I think there were a couple of females there. There was that. I think 2 that I saw, but I'm not sure.
It's just, that makes it so much more nefarious, so much more like narcissistic and kind of just evil.
Well, Irving was talking about how it's unnatural for a human being to have no history, you know, like that's sort of a component of what makes a person, and these workers have no personal histories, so they're kind of, the company has sort of filled that gap in their consciousness with company history and with like the family that founded the company. And so, it's
gross.
Yeah. There was something that Petey said earlier on about like how his memories bleed together and not having any sense of time. So like his first day at Lumon is as far back as his 5th birthday.
Right. Because and that's like the beginning of that life. Yeah. So you know, the first memories are, at the same time or whatever.
Yeah, that's right. So does that mean that was he kind of stating it like my memories are as fuzzy for my first day at Lumon as my, or does it just feel like that long ago?
I mean, but that's how would you track the progression of time? In that basement. Like
exactly. When you think of your own memories, you just instinctively know which ones are before other ones. And so like Petey would be like, oh yeah, I have this memory of being at work and I was learning how to do stuff. And then I was 7 and I was learning to ride a bike, and you know, it's like so your just instinctive chronology would just be wrong.
And there's no like I have been thinking about this show in this like the break that we took of just like the hell that it would be, because I think, I don't know, the see you tomorrow is so sad, like as you pointed out, because it's not see you tomorrow.
And I'm gonna walk down the hallway to the elevator and then come back in this room.
Right. And like Hallie's experience it's not her 4th day, it is 24 continuous hours or 36 continuous hours, however long the shifts are.
I think it's like 8 or 9 hours,
of this thing, and like occasionally she just feels more alert and awake. But there's no break from it. There's no
it's
differentiation.
Endless toil. Well, and so that coupled with what Petey was saying about, you know, the chronology of his memories and stuff like that really raises the question of, are the innies essentially like mentally children? You know, like someone without their own like catalog of experiences to reflect on and to know how to cope with things from and stuff like that. Like, isn't that sort of a big part of what makes you an adult as opposed to a child? So like, in many ways they're child slaves, not just slaves. They have no mental capacity to deal with mistreatment or with anything like that. They don't even know what proper treatment looks like.
That's very strange.
They have all the factual knowledge of being an adult,
how to talk and walk and interact.
And the physiology of it, you know, so like if you're abusing them, you don't get the same like instinctive damage to your own soul as you do when you're abusing an innocent child, but mentally it's sort of what they are, you know?
They don't have any context for like this is wrong or like anything like that. They just like, this is what it is, you know. If we're bad, we go to the break room. And
but like when Mark is explaining the rules to Helly, you know, he really seems to be like, I understand it's horrible, but this is the way it is, and I'm teaching you how to navigate it with minimal pain for yourself.
No, like that actually like throws a whole weird context on it, because like we were talking about like what are the consequences if she says no to the break room, and you kind of like, I don't know, they never explicitly state them. You kind of have to assume that they can't physically like hurt the employee because then the outie
then they get in trouble.
Gets the, which is kind of, I mean, it's kind of like the situation of when you're in trouble in school. If you are taken to the principal's office and told, okay, you've now got this, like, this is your punishment to do this thing, to write these lines or whatever, and it's very similar.
Yeah.
Like, and oh, I need to make sure you mean it. Oh, that's really, and also, their teacher, real weird outside of school.
Yeah.
And it's
interesting.
It's also kind of makes the break room make a lot more sense to me too, because it is kind of like writing on a chalkboard.
Yeah,
it's like writing over and I will not, blah blah blah. Bart Simpson writing on a chalkboard, right? And it's like, that's not particularly torturous, but it is if you're trying to train a child to understand, like, okay, these are the rules, you need to follow this rule, and if you don't, you're gonna go here. And you're gonna have to just say this thing.
The fact that the process sucks is like a big purpose of it. It's like they want it to be unpleasant to do.
Yeah.
It's not as much about making them internalize the message as about making them repeat it over and over to a point that's annoying. Or I don't know.
Or where they mean it. He said, I'm afraid you didn't mean it. You have to say it again. Now I'm wondering if that's really the goal. Because I was like, it would take so long. Well, now I'm thinking about it more. Because it would take so long for an adult with their own, just making them repeat that. It's like, I'm not going to mean it. We're going to be in here for 1,000 years. I can be here all day, bro.
Exactly. But with the kid, they're like, no, okay, really, I'll mean it now.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, that's a classic, like, brain, like, cult technique of, like, continual deprivation of anything else and making you repeat things until you can convince others that you believe it. And, like, if you join a cult as an adult, they have to, like, separate you from all the rest of the support system. Because as an adult, you can be like, man, no, whatever, I'm out of here, and
exactly.
Well,
but they're not. Yeah, they're already separated.
They signed up for that. Yeah.
Well, a lot of times, though, I've done a little bit of like study about cult stuff, and the way that they get you to do that is by breaking you down. They have to. There is no sleep. You're exhausted, you're malnourished. Like, they usually have to kind of break you down to the point where you will just sort of accept anything, dude, whatever, as long as I can go to sleep after this. And then that's how they get you to start believing the line.
Yeah.
But, like, if you're rested and fed and, like, you are getting sleep every night.
The innies have no control over whether or not they are rested and fed, though, and they don't even really know. Like, physiologically, they have a sense of it, but they have just no context for the outside. So it's like that, I think, it sort of has that same effect.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I think that about does it for this week, or is there more to it?
I have one more question for Lewis.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. I'm trying hard not to give anything away.
What do you think the candle's about? Why is she sniffing the candle
and
moaning about it?
That's the thing. Like, I'm so intrigued by that because she's so weird.
Yeah.
Outside of work, but not in a way that, like, makes sense for work. It's like, it's almost serial killer behavior.
She took it out, she sniffed it, she moaned, and then she collected it.
Yeah.
So, without giving anything away, I do want to say Miss Cobell / Mrs. Selvig is my favorite character in this show.
Okay.
And at the end of the season, I am very interested to talk with you guys about all my thoughts about Miss Cobell and Mrs. Selvig, but you're right to be very intrigued by that. I think it's the most interesting element that this season has done, that the show did so far.
I do gotta say, from an acting perspective, so far, she's one of my favorites. I think that her ability to split her, she's playing the same person, and you can see it's the same person, obviously, because she has the same face and stuff, but I mean, just even besides that, but then just the way that she's separated out her personalities, but then also she's not separated, right?
Yeah, so, Patricia Arquette's a good actor. That's a hot take, right?
That's what I'm trying to. I'm trying to say.
I'm trying to point out this lady. Everybody, watch out for her.
She's coming up. I can tell.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
You got anything more, Lewis?
Any other thoughts?
Well, just off of the Miss Selvig thing, I'm also interested in, like, there's layers of weirdness.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, the bosses are also encased in this whatever it is.
Yeah. We asked the question before, what compels someone to sign up for Severance? What compels someone to sign up for managing severed people?
Right. Right.
That is a very strange role to take on.
She also seemed like she was trying to get in bed with him the other Anyway, there's lots of different pieces to this.
Yeah.
But we can talk more about it next time, maybe,
I think so, yeah.
Well, thanks so much for watching, everybody. I'm absolutely loving this show, and I can't wait to do more. In the meantime, I'm Nate.
I'm Lewis.
I'm Sean.
And this is Ketchup Packets.